Let's face it, the world of nutrition trends moves super duper fast. What might have been relevant years ago now seems obsolete. However, there are some beliefs around nutrition, some trends that just keep sticking around, even though they should have been gone. And that's what today's video is going to be about. I'm going to share with you 4 diets that are so 2020 that you should stop thinking about and stop doing in 2025. So what are these 4 diets? Well, glad you asked. Let's go. Hi, I'm Alex, a sports dietitian and nutritionist. Welcome to my channel. Great to have you here. The unfortunate truth around the nutrition space is that often poor advice tends to stick around because it's trendy. Because there is misinformation around it that just keeps being perpetuated. And because of this reason, there are diet trends and diets that people keep doing over and over and over again, like clockwork, even though they are poorly supported by science and sometimes even just can cause issues or unsustainable practices for the diet in question. That's why I want to do this video, to share with you the 4 diets, and keep in mind, it's not even an exhaustive list. 4 diets that just keep being perpetuated or keep being promoted, so to speak, that people should just stop doing right now. So that's what today's going to be about. So without further ado, let class commence now. Number 1 is the carnivore diet, or keto's crazy cousin. Now, if you've been following my content for any stretch of time, you would know that I'm not a big fan at all of things like keto diets. Just the notion of having to cut out full food groups just for the sake of it doesn't sit well with me. Not to mention it's actually not that well supported by the evidence at hand, especially for the given reasons that people do these diets. And because I work with a lot of active individuals as well as athletes, carbohydrates become an important part of the picture. So things like keto just don't cut it. But I can admit that keto, as far as everything goes, is nothing compared to the problematic carnivore diet, which literally just says eat meat and eggs and cheese and stuff like that and don't eat any plants or anything like that. At least keto promotes the intake of things like vegetables. So carnivore diet, no, just, you're not a dinosaur, you're not a T-Rex, stop trying to eat like one. Number 2 is the blood type diet, where it proposes that depending on your blood type, you should be eating a certain way that is optimized for you. Well, there's no evidence to support this. The science behind this is super shaky. So really, as a diet, it should not even exist. And yet, even though not as popular as it used to be, granted, it still is promoted here and there in certain spaces and people still do ask about it. As of right now, there is no evidence to support that a certain blood type equals you having to eat a very certain specific type of diet. It just doesn't work that way. And number 3 is juice cleanse diets. Now this one's been around longer than I have. People always think about cleansing themselves and drinking this juice and drinking that juice and this beverage and this concoction, and it will be the miracle towards the results that they are hoping for. The fact of the matter is your body is already a cleansing machine. Your liver, your kidneys, and your skin, they all detox you. They all cleanse you. So therefore you don't need to be drinking these random juices thinking that it's actually doing anything for you. Now, if people are doing it and they're trying to lose weight, look, they might see results because, well, juice doesn't have that many calories and you just eat drinking juice all of the time. You're obviously going to cut things down. But this is not a healthy nor sustainable way of doing things. So yeah, juice cleansers, honestly, they'll probably keep sticking around, but I wish they would just disappear. And then finally, number 4, the alkaline diet. This diet proposes that you should be eating in a way that reduces the acidity in your body so you can tweak your pH and become healthier. Well, newsflash, your body is very tightly regulated when it comes to pH, to the point that if you were to actually be able to, which you can't, but if you were to able to allow your diet to change your body's pH, you would actually cease to exist. To put it bluntly, your body is very tightly regulated as far as this pH level. Not to mention you can't actually influence your body's pH. Now look, what you could potentially do is a little bit of a tweak in the pH of your urine, and if that's your thing, go for it, I guess, but it's not going to do anything for your health, for your results, or for your outcomes long term. So you can either waste your time or you can just do what I'm telling you to do and just forget about the alkaline diet. So there you go. That's the 4 diets that I want you to stop thinking about and stop doing right now this year because they are so 2020, so 2010, so 2000 previous that I do not want you to be thinking about them. They don't have evidence to support them. They are either going to be very unbalanced, so even if you do get results, you're not going to do it in the healthiest way possible, nor potentially in the most sustainable way possible. And yeah, it's just not the best way to go about it. When it comes to nutrition, it really comes down to your strategy and the individualization behind it because, well, everyone's unique. And while certain dietary practices can be effective, and there are plenty of diets out there that are perfectly fine when done well for the right person, for the right reason, you've got to find out what works for you. Now, of course, if you want help doing this, I can help you do that. So if you want to work with a dietitian, just reach out to me. Show notes below, you'll be able to see the links on how to reach out to me. Email, Insta, or just apply straight away. It doesn't really matter. Just let's have a chat, see what you're looking for, make sure we're a good fit, and go from there. Now comment below, okay? Comment below and let me know, have you done any of these diets and how did it go for you? I am curious, no shame here, just comment below and let me know. As always, if this video has been helpful, it's giving you some new information, it's gonna help you with your diet, hit the like button, show it some love. Of course, as always, until next time, hope you stay well, stay classy, have a good one, see you later, bye-bye.